वाहेगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहेगुरु जी की फतेह. A very warm welcome to entire Sangat. Today we are discussing about a very important topic. It's an salient topic because it's related to everyone's life. We all are almost connected with this topic at some point, at some age, or at any situation of our life. The name of this salient topic is Gareeb Niwaaj. Gareeb Niwaaj. Gareeb means poor. Gareeb means weak. Gareeb means humble as well. So it depends wherever we are using these words. It may relate to humbleness. It may relate to weakness. It may relate to poverty as well or poorness as well. Niwaaj, which means getting blessed, getting some motivation, getting encouragement, getting some support. These all kind of things we may cover under Niwaaj, but for better understanding, we'll try to understand what does this mean exactly actually, because I was not able to find exact or suitable word while doing translation of Niwaaj. So Gareeb Niwaaj, Gareeb will get some respect, he will get blessed. In our society, poverty is looked down in society. Wherever we are living, one basic rule is the one who is weak, the one who is poor, he don't get proper respect in the society. If a country is poor, that country will not get much respect in the world. If a city is poor, they will not get the proper respect. If family is poor, they may not able to get the proper respect. If someone is poor, any individual, he will also not able to get the respect. According to psychology, this is the reason behind asking for someone's salary is also the reason behind knowing like how much respect should we give, because if someone is richer or richest, then we will use our word accordingly, but if someone is poor, we will choose our word according to that. Did we ever notice if we are sitting with someone and suddenly we just came to know the person who is sitting next to me or the person with whom I am sitting, he is one of the richest person? Our tone, selection of words may get affected. As opposite to that, if we just realize the person sitting next to me is one of the poorest person, is so weak, then our words or tone may get changed. So reason behind asking for salary as well, psychology says this is a moment when we decide how much respect do I need to give to the next person. Now it's kind of a taboo in most of the countries, and nowadays to create a better atmosphere in the society, we don't ask for the salary, we just deal with the people, with the person. But in most of the places, they do ask. The reason behind, if you're earning well, they'll treat you well. If you are not earning well, even in India especially, if we meet to someone, even if we are meeting to someone for the first time, still they ask sometime, how are you? What do you do? How much do you earn? And it makes very uncomfortable if someone is earning not well. If someone is millionaire or billionaire, doesn't matter, but someone may not be. So from that point of view, We have developed this idea not to ask. The same thing is Kabir ji is also saying. Nirdhan adar koi na de, lakh jatan kare, o chit na tare. If the one who is poor, he will not able to get respect, although he is very much talented, or although he do have many things or skills, still it's quite difficult to get respect in the society. Nirdhan adar means respect. Koi na de, no one cares, no one think about it, no one bothers about a poor person. Lakh jatan kar. And opposed to that, if someone is rich, we are just talking about the financial or the wealth, outer wealth as of now. There is a proverb in Punjabi. This is Jide kar dane, ode kamle vi siane. Proverb in the rhyme. Jide kar dane, the one who have enough wealth, ode kamle vi siane. Even the foolish people will be known as very intelligent persons if he is rich. So the first thing, in the poverty, in the poorness, it's hard to get some respect in the outer world sometimes. And that poorness, if goes much more deeper, it's a Shabad of Shri Guru Arjan Sahib Ji. Not only the poor, much poor. Now Guruji is giving example of that. And we need to think about it. Can we really apply it? Is it really possible in the world? Because the moment when I read this Shabad, I was so surprised. I was just thinking again and again, is it really possible? If it's possible, how is it possible? So the Shabad is, Jeko hove dubla, nang pukh ki peer, damda palla na pave, na ko deve tir. Jeko hove dubla. Dubla means weak. If someone is so weak, Nang pukh ki peer. Nang means even he don't have proper clothes to wear. Pukh, hungry. Damda palle na pave nako deve tir. Damda means money. If the one who is so weak, don't have clothes to wear, don't have food to eat, and that kind of person starts begging, then what happens? Damda palle na pave. Even anyone is not giving him a single penny. He's not able to get money even after begging. Nako deve tir. Tir means tiraj, hosla, comfort. No one is there to give him some confidence or comfort, encouragement. You will able to do it. No one is sharing his words even, and money is just forget about it. Not here Guruji stopped. स्वार्थ स्वाओ नको करे ना किछ होवे काज. Swart saw, whatever he wants to do, whatever may make him satisfied, he'll not able to attain it, he'll not able to do it. Na kich means any work. Whatever he trying to do, he's not able to attain, he's not able to achieve it. So this kind of a poor person. Weak, no clothes, no food, no money, no one is there to share words. Chit aave us par bhram. We all can think about it. This kind of beggar or this kind of person, chit aave us par bhram ta nehchal hove raj, if that person is also ready to remember the supreme power, to start the name, remembering the name of that power, to God, to the Lord, to the Vaheguru, the natural hove Raj, even he can become a king. I was thinking it. Is it possible don't have anything to wear, even not to eat. Can he become a king? Can he get some respect in the world? Let's understand from a real story of one personality. He born in 1934 in the village of Chuna Mandi, Lahore, in a city, Lahore, Chuna Mandi. Born and brought up there, in early days, lost his mother at the age of 7. Some do write 9. Lost his father as well. Then his maternal grandmother took care of him. From Chuna Mandi, Lahore, this person came to Gurdwara Sahib as well. Because in the early age, this personality lost his father and mother. It was very hard to survive at that time. He was not able to survive. Then what he started? He started selling something. He started selling boiled wheat or gram. He started walking in the streets selling boiled wheat and grams and could able to earn just bread and butter. Hardly for him and family. This is how he spent his early days. But later, he came in the Sangat of third Guruji. So the time was, he did not have family. Father and mother both, he lost both of them even before reaching his age of 10. At the age of 7 to 9, he lost his mother and father as well. Then, what's about his relatives, his family members, other people around him, neighbors, friends? No one spotted. No one took care of him because it's really hard to take care of a poor person. We don't have much time. And this name of this person was Pai Jetha. Pai Jethaji did a lot of service at the time of third Guru, Shri Guru Amar Das Ji. And then one day, the wife of Guru Amar Das Ji said, I'm looking a husband for my daughter. I'm looking a person, a boy for my daughter, just like Jetha. He's so humble. He was Gareeb in terms of money, but he was Gareeb in the synonym of humbleness as well. I really want a boy like him for my daughter. Then third Guru Amar Das Ji said, there is no person like him. Just Pai Jetha Ji is like Pai Jetha. No one else is like Pai Jetha. If you're really looking a guy like him, then we may ask him only. Because no one is like him. He is like him. Pai Jetha is like Pai Jetha. So then he got married with his daughter Bibi Pani Ji, and this personality we all know by the name of Shri Guru Ram Das Maharaj. And Guruji said in his words, Hum rote firte koi baat na puchta. It's not I'm saying, it's not writers are writing that no one took care of Guruji. Guruji himself wrote about it, about his early days. Hum rote firte koi baat na puchta. Koi means no one. No family member, no friend, neighbor, relatives, no one. हम रुलते फिरते कोई बात ना पूछता गुर सतगुर संग कीरे warm, small, warm. हम थापे, so just to this warm, इस कीड़े नु इन्ना मान दिता, just Guruji gave it. हम रुलते फिरते कोई बात ना पूछता गुर सतगुर संग कीरे हम थापे. And what kind of respect did Guruji got? or what did he attain in his early days? It was very difficult to get bread and butter for his family, even to arranging a meal of 2 times for himself. It was quite difficult for Guru Ramdas ji. But now the current situation is millions, thousands, or billions of people had taken food from his house, Shri Harmandir Sahib Golden Temple. The one, it was difficult for him to arrange food for his family. Now we are getting langar, and billions of people have eaten food from there, and millions will eat. Countless, I think so. Billion is also very small, I'm saying. Countless. Or thousands and millions are people eating every day actually. From the one, we need to think about it. The one who could not able to arrange food for himself, now from his door, millions of people are able to get food every day. This is the definition of Gareeb Niwaaj. This concept, this situation, we can say, Pai Jethaji got Gareeb Niwaajed by Lord and became Guru Ramdas ji, and this is a current situation. Gareeb Niwaaj. I was not able to find suitable word. Bhagat Ravidas ji was also saying, Aisi Lal, Lal means pyar. Mothers too say to their son, even nowadays, Ete mera lal hai. Lal means mera pyara, my loved one. Aisi lal तुझ बिन कौन करे, गरीब निवाज गुसैया मेरा माथे शत्र तरे, गरीब निवाज गुसैया मेरा. To this poor person, he gave that kind of respect of, he blessed me, mathe shatra tare, on the head there is a canopy. This kind of respect is possible just by the grace of God. If we just think at this life history of Guru Ramdas ji, isn't it amazing? Isn't it surprising? Isn't it just create love within us for the Lord? Yes. The panktis that we read, Chit ave us par brahm tanehchal hove raj, practically we could able to read the life history of Shri Guru Ramdas ji. And it doesn't end here. There is a proverb, God loves those who love God's people. The one who attained that situation, Gareebniwaaj, then they give respect to poor people in the society as well. Even although other people are not looking at them, still they do think about it. They care about them. I'll just share 2 stories. One is from Hinduism, one is from Sikhism. Almost similar. Time is different, situation is different. But actually they both did the same thing. Firstly, I'll start with Shri Krishna. At the time of Mahabharata, Shri Krishna went to Hastinapur. Then at that time, a person named Bidar, he was such a one of the most poorest person of that place. And the king of that place was Duryodhana. The moment he went there, he did not live or stayed at the house or mahal of the king, Duryodhana. Rather than that, he went to the most poorest person's house named Bidar. Rajan, kaun tumhare aap? And next day, that Duryodhana asked to Shri Krishna, why didn't you come to my house? You went to poorest person's house. Even he don't have house properly, kind of a hut. But still you went there. Then Krishna said few words as well, Shri Krishna ji. Rajan, you are a king. Oh king, la. Rajan, kaun tumhare aap? Who can come to you? Why I was not able to come to your place because ऐसो पाओ बिदर को देखियो, oh गरीब मोहे पावे, the love I could able to see in Bidar that I was not able to see in your heart. That is why I choose the place where love was more than the wealth. Very important. We just think who have more wealth, but God's lovers, the one who got love from Lord, who just see who have more love. Aso pao means love. Bidar ko dekhyo, I could able to see the love of Bidar. Oh Gareeb, although he was poor, although he is weak, but still I like him. That is why I stayed at his house. Talking to king, that also need a lot of confidence and encouragement. The same story has happened at the time of Guru Nanak Sahib as well. As we can see, Bhagat Kabir ji, financially, if we talk about, yes, he was not a wealthiest person. He was poor according to wealth outwardly. So as that is why also he also lied when another poor person named Bidar got respect from Shri Krishna. So that is why Bhagat Kabir ji wrote about him. Rajan kaun tumhare aave, complete shabad is there. And as Guru Nanak Sahib ji is also loving to all kind of humanity, it doesn't matter even if he's poor. That is why Guru Nanak Sahib ji collected those shabad and wrote and take care of those shabad as well, and later gave it to the next Guru. So first, Bidar was poor, Kabir ji was poor, and Kabir ji wrote about this story of Bidar. Then Guru Nanak Sahib ji is also Gareeb Niwaaj. Guru Nanak Sahib ji went to Ahmedabad. There was the most richest person of this city named Malik Pago, and the most poorest person of this city was Pai Lalo, who could not able to afford food. Even he could not able to afford meal of 2 times. Grains of wheat. He could not able to afford it. Guruji got an invitation from Malik Pago as well. The richest person and the poorest person, Pai Lalo. Even he did not invite Guruji. History says Malik Pago did invite, but Pai Lalo ji did not invite even. Guru Nanak Sahib himself went to his door, knocked his door and said, Nanak is here, open the door and I am here to meet you. Lalo, darwaza kholo, Nanak aaye ne, Nanak tenu milan aaye ne. At that time also Malik Pago got so angry. He invited Guruji later as well, but Guruji did not go. And he was, Pai Lalo offered food, kodre di roti, not even a grain of wheat. Wheat was quite expensive. Kodra is kind of a batu, like kind of a sag. So his wheats were there. So that was much cheaper according to wheat. So he offered that to Guruji and Guruji ate it. Did not go to the Malik Pago's house and the one who was offering many and many dishes, because the reason was he was poor maybe according to wealth, but not according to the wealth of Naam. He was remembering, he was doing meditation, so that also matters the most. And one more interesting fact, quite interesting. When I found it for the very first time, I was so surprised to read it. I was reading it again and again, and I was thinking how this is connected, how it is possible. The next thing is this shabad, Rajan kaun tumhara aave, aso pao bidar ko dekhiyo, oh gareeb mohe paave. It's a complete shabad. We just took central lines, just rahao panktiyan. After this shabad, there are two sloks of Bhagat Kabir ji. In Guru Granth Sahib Ji, Guru Arjan Sahib Ji, whenever he was, or according to the message, Guru Arjun Sahib Ji put sloks next to the bodies, as we are doing Sarang Ki War on Saturday morning as well. So there are few sloks and body. So relevant sloks are there in that body. Here we see sloks without body, sloks with shabad. Normally we found sloks and body together with the same message. Here, after the shabad, we are able to see the two sloks of Bhagat Kabir Ji that Guru Arjan Sahib Ji put. The sloks are गगन दमामा बाज्यो पर्यो निशान कहकाओ खेत जो मांडो सूरमा अब जूझन को दाओ सूरा सो पहचानिए जो लड़े दीन के हेत पुरजा पुरजा कट मरे कबूना छाड़े खेत. Now here we are getting feeling of a soldier. Now we may think that was kind of a Gareeb Niwaaj. Now here it's about Sura so pehchaniye. These are not relevant actually. But no. The thing is, the one who can took stand for the poor, he is like a soldier to Gurbani. Because a weak person cannot stand with poor, and the one who have that kind of encouragement, then he is a soldier. So Guruji is kind of a soldier. Guruji is a soldier who's taking care of poor. So that is why this slok is next to this Shabad. This is a reason. So Sura so pehchaniye jo lare deen ke het, who is a real soldier, the one who defends of the weak, who take care of the weak people, who take care of poor people, who don't fight with poor, who save the poor. In any terms, even in the social terms, in the financial or in the religious way as well. When in the history of Guru Nanak Sahib Ji, he went to Achal Batale. There were few sages, those who were just telling to the people, we are able to see the entire world. We are able to see other galaxies. We are so powerful. And they just kept one ball next to them, and people were putting money into that. Then what Guruji did, Guruji put that ball and took that ball and put back of those sages. And suddenly they were not able to see it. They got dumbfounded. They got angry. Where is our money? Then Guruji said, you are able to see the entire world and you are not able to see a ball who is behind you. Why you are fooling to other people? So for these kind of things also encouragement needed. Guruji said Zabar in the front of Babar. Power. This is also much needed. So these are the signs of soldier, because the one who can stand with the poor, he is like a soldier. So what do we need to do? In our life, what happens? We feel so low. We feel down in the dumps. We feel, I have nobody. I have no one around me. I don't have money. I can't do anything. We just start feeling low and low. That is why Gurbani is needed. We are feeling low. We just go down in the dumps just because if you don't have money only. No. Gareeb Niwaaj din rehnte aaye. If we are able to remember that Lord, then doesn't matter even if we have money or not, we can be the dear of the Lord is dear to all. Jo har ka pyara, so sabna ka pyara. Bhagat Kabir Ji did not become rich, but still all richest people of this world right now is going down in front of Kabir Ji's Bani. Ravidas Ji did not become rich, but still we are remembering him. Bhagat Namdev Ji belonged to a scheduled caste. Still, all those who think they are into the highest caste, still all people bow down in front of the Gurbani of Bhagat Namdev ji. So Gareeb Niwaaj, if we are ready to get connected to the Lord, doesn't matter even if we have money or not, we'll able to get the wealth. We may say, or we must say, we can cut that boundary. Normally, the one who don't have money will not get much respect. But if we have the wealth of Naam, doesn't matter even if we have wealth or not of this society. Kabir ji did not become rich. Ravidas ji, Sadhana ji, they are not the richest people of that time according to wealth. Even we don't know who was the richest person at that time, but they could able to get the wealth of Naam. So now we are not against the one who have wealth. It's about there are very less people, those who are not fortunate, those who don't have money, the shabas that we read, that kind of poverty is quite less. But the poverty of Naam, the one, those who are poor, who could not able to earn the wealth of Naam, count of those people are countless actually. So in the outer wealth, we forgot to collect the name of that wealth as well. But God is always ready. Never lose hope as well that I don't have anyone. Guru Ramdas ji at that time could not afford it, but now it's a different thing. Kabir ji, Ravidas ji, Sadhana ji, we have a lot of examples. So what we need to do, we need to start collecting the wealth of Naam as well. Jo har ka pyara, the one who is dear to the Lord. So sabna ka pyara, और केती चख चख आवे जावे. Others just come and go. We don't remember other people. We don't respect other people as well. There were many richest people at the time of Bhagat Kabir ji, but we don't remember even a single name. There were many wealthiest person at the time of Bhagat Ravidas ji, Bhagat Namdev ji, at the time of Guru Nanak Sahib, Guru Arjan Sahib, Guru Gobind Singh ji, but we don't remember their name. But still, we not only remember the name of Gurujis and saints, we bow down, we read, we are taking suggestions. But whenever we are facing any problem, we are taking guidance from the Gurbani. This is what we are doing. So even if we are weak, Gareeb means weak, weak in terms of money, in terms of health, in terms of wealth, in terms of the wealth of Naam as well. So don't feel down. Just stay motivated. Give some time while collecting the wealth of the Naam that will help us always and always. So today we discussed, first point was poverty is looked down in society. The one who don't have money, who don't have wealth, they don't get respect. Then worthless to priceless. Even if we don't have money, but if we have the name of the Lord, if we have wealth of the Naam, still the person to whom people may say he is worthless. Gobind, Gobind, Gobind Sang, Naam Deo Manalina, Ad Dam Ko Chaparo Hoyo Lakhina. Guru Arjan Sahib ji is saying, Ad Dam Ko Chaparo, who even did not have any price, maybe the people who are like worthless to the society, they become priceless because they are able to attain the wealth of Naam. So real soldier fights for the rights of the poor. So these kind of people, as God is Gareeb Niwaaj, the one who becomes one with the Lord, they also becomes like this and take care of all other weak people and poor people. So God loves those who love God's people. Don't hate anyone. Spread love. Everyone is just God, or we may say God is in everyone. Sab Gobind hai, sab Gobind hai. So dear to the Lord is dear to all. Jo har ka pyara, so sabna ka pyara. So this is how Gurbani teaches us about the concept of the Gareeb Niwaaj. God is Gareeb Niwaaj. If we need to follow those guidance, we need to follow the Gurbani, and the one who becomes Gareeb Niwaaj. So this is the possible way. We need to remember him, meditate him, and must help those who are weaker than us, those who are weak, support them to go ahead. So thank you very much to everyone for giving your precious time. So definitely you also got some ideas. Definitely you also got some pangaktis or any sakis or stories. So whatever came into your mind, so I would just request, don't keep it with yourself. So whatever just came to your mind, kindly share with all of us so we all can get some benefit. So now I'm giving you the option, you can unmute yourself. So request you kindly share your point of view, kindly share your suggestions and feedbacks. So don't be shy. So now I turn over the floor to you, entire Sangat. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Hanji. Hanji, Gurnoor Ji, you are unmuted. Would you like to share something?
Nothing, sir.
Sorry, could not hear you clearly, Gurnoor Ji.
Hello?
Hanji, Gurnoor Ji.
Hello?
Yes, Gurnoor Ji, I could hear you said hello.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Your voice is too slow. I'm sorry, I cannot hear you clearly actually. Hanji, Gurnoor Ji, would you like to add something or share? Okay, I'm sorry. I think there is some problem in the voice or the network, but cannot hear you. Okay, any other Sangat member who wants to add or share something? Hanji? Hanji Hardeep Ji.
वाहिगुरू जी का खालसा वाहिगुरू जी की फतेह।
Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh Ji.
Anji, it's a good lecture about Gareeb Niwaaj. Gareeb can mean many things, as you had said. It could be poverty. It could be people are looking down on a person, maybe in the context of a certain country where you are of a different caste, lower caste especially, and they look down on them. So what I gather is Gareeb Niwaaj here means the person who will cherish the Gareeb is the Creator, the Almighty. So no matter what, the Creator or the Almighty will always be with you. Don't have to worry about what others think of you. And definitely we should follow Guruji's advice that to remember Vaheguru at all times, love humanity, remember Vaheguru and all that he has given us. Thank you. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ka Fateh.
Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh Ji. Thank you very much for your contribution, Hardeep Ji. Hanji Kartar Ji, you are unmuted.
वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह मास्टर जी
Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh Ji.
Beautiful subject. I really didn't understand what Niwaaz was until you explained it. I have heard it in the Shabbat or sometimes in the Ardas, but today I actually learned what the word was, protector of the poor. So I think that is the right meaning for that word. And poor, I like the first line that you read, Nirdan Adar Koi Na De, which is
Nirdhan
very
Aap.
true.
Hanji.
Nirdan Adar Koi Na De is very true. When you're poor, nobody looks at you. They don't even want to get close to you. I'm not talking about, like Panji said, it is in the world. It is your caste, sometimes it is your money, it is your status. But sometimes in family also, You find one person in the family is so at the top level and the other person is down. And then they will say, I don't even know she's my sister. No, I don't know her. She's not my mother. I don't know her. So that sort of things I have seen and experienced. And yes, poverty is really very bad. And if possible, like we should help. We should help them to at least reach to some level or guide them somewhere and learn how to remember humanity, I should say. Be kind to them, not look down on them or move away from them. We do not know what they are going through. A little kind word, a little tap on the shoulder, a smile, it makes the person's day. It really changes the whole outlook of the person. So that is very necessary in today's world. I think we have all forgotten. And yes, we should not forget that no matter what we do, God is always there. We always forget because we don't see him. But I feel he is there just like the wind. We don't see the wind. But when the wind blows, the leaves are moving, we can feel the emotion, we have the feeling of joy, Thandapendiya. So we can feel it, right? So God is also there. We must always remember he's there, walking beside you, holding your hand, guiding you. So why feel so lonely and depressed? We should not. That is how I think as a soldier, we should take care of the poor, like you say. And yes, pride and ego defines the character. That is where we see the imbalance in the status. The poor has really nothing except to be humble and bow down before God and maybe beg for forgiveness. I've seen this for being poor. Don't know what mistake they did, why they must become poor. But look at the other side of life, right? You have a life, it is a gift. You see the next day, it is a present.
Exactly.
You have so many things in life. So that is what I always tell some people that whom I know. All right. So today's lecture was really very, very important. And I think it also teaches us to learn to understand this concept, no matter what we are, at the top or at the bottom. Do not forget that God is always there. Try to remember him, try to meditate him, try to say his name always, even if you don't know anything. Remember, he is always there to hold your hand, to guide you, and to bring you to the next step. And hope, and there was something else I remembered. I have forgotten what to say now. Hope is very important because that hope is the light in your life of darkness. When you have hope, you can really come out of it. And today's subject, I think, is the culmination of all the lectures that we have had. You know, we have had happiness, we had so many lectures and all that, like there was one lecture with the Gyanis, I've forgotten the name also. All that come together, and today's subject was the final of all that, a culmination of all the lectures. It was a beautiful lecture. Thank you very much. I think I spoke too much already. Thank you very much, Masterji.
Thank you very much, Kartarji.
you.
Very motivating words. So we are very much motivated. So thank you very much for your contribution, and thank you, really thank you, Kartarji.
Thank you, Masterji.
Hanji, any other Sangat member who wants to add or share something? Don't be shy. Anyone or everyone can unmute. So we do have some time. Hanji. Hanji Hardayalji.
Okay, this time is Tanwant.
Tanwantji.
Vaishri ka Khalsa, it was wonderful, very good subject and very true. What happens around the world about how people who are poor are treated badly, even countries that are poor get bad treatment. And this lecture reminded us, Hardayal and me, we were thinking of a poem we did in school when we were young, I'm sure a lot of Singaporeans too would have seen that poem. It's called Adbu bin Adam. Maybe you've read it too. He says he got up, Abu bin Adam got up one night and saw an angel in the corner of his room writing in a book of gold. And he said, "What are you writing?" And he said, "I'm writing the names of all those who love God." So he said, "Is my name one of them?" He said, "No." And he went away. Next day, the angel came back. No, hold on. Before he went, he said, is my name one of them? He said, "No." Then he told the angel, "Okay, write me down as one who loved his fellow men." And the angel went away. And the next day, the angel came back. He was sitting there. And Abu bin Adam saw the angel again. And he said, "What have you got there?" He said, "I've got there all the names names of those who love, whom God loves. God loves these people, and this is the name. And he's blessed all these people." And he says, "Is my name one of them now?" He said, "Your name is at the top of the list."
Okay.
Yes, because he is one who loves his fellow men. This is a poem we read
My
in
goodness.
school.
Very
I
nice.
think it's, yes, that's, it's similar to what you are saying. That's always to be humble. If you're humble, you will be at the top of the world. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Tanvanji, for sharing very beautiful and inspiring poem with all of us. Thank you very much, Tanvanji, for your contribution. Hanji, any other Sangat member who wants to add something or wants to share something? Hanji Harcharanji. Waheguru Ji ki Fateh ji.
Today I don't seem to have much to add again. But I can just say that humility is one of the greatest quality one can ever have before God loves him, or before he can love anybody for that matter. Humility is the greatest quality one should imbibe in his system, and this doesn't come automatically. It comes with great effort. You have to make up your mind to say that, I think I better become humble. You have to try. I think we just have to try. This is a school. This is a university where we are going to. And if you want to get admission here, you have to make an effort, and you just have to say, I think, remind yourself to be humble all the while, and then your name will go up. As the story of Adam goes. So you better start doing all the things. It's a very, very beautiful story. I just add to that. It's a very wonderful story, and I think the story can become clear if all of us make an effort to stay humble all the while. Okay, Waheguru Ji ka Khalsa,
Waheguru Ji ki Fateh. Thank you very much for your contribution, Harcharanji. Hanji, any other Sangat member who wants to share their views? Hanji Kuldeep Ji. Okay. Hanji Kuldeep Ji could not hear you.
Waheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji ki Fateh.
Waheguru Ji ki Fateh ji.
I couldn't find the unmute button.
Okay.
Hanji, yep. Gareeb Niwaaj. Ki kahiye? I was looking at two sides of the picture. Ek ta Gareeb Niwaaj refers directly to Waheguru. He is the patron, he is the protector, he is the support for the poor, he is the one who gives motivation. And when one is down, right down in the utter pit of darkness, and then पंक्ति याद आउंदी है ये तेरा एक नाम तारे संसार. the love for God, the belief in Him, the pure sort of utmost submission to Him is enough to uplift you out of your, abject poverty or whatever pits of darkness that you may be. So that's one way I look at it, that God is there as our ultimate support, and He's always there. Then the other side is that, it instills in us, in this talk today, it instills in us some values that we need to have. Understanding the weak, minding the poor, being kind, being generous, being in love with mankind, and being, in love with God. So it is indirectly telling us as well, that helping the poor, helping the downtrodden, helping the depressed, giving a little bit of a smile or a word of love is enough to uplift someone who is really down. So I'm looking at it in two ways, after today's talk, that yes, it reflects on us. It also reflects on our actions that we should adopt. And at the same time, we must have this sublime kind of a belief that Vaheguru is always there as our ultimate protector. Te kadi vi himmat nahi harni. And again, I like to say, Tera ek naam, Tare sansar.
Very nice, Chief. Thank you very much. Very beautifully, in few words, you covered a lot of things and contributed as well. So really thankful to you. Thank you very much, Kuldeep Kaurji, for sharing these views with all of us. In Gurnur Kaurji also sent a message that jis bande ko Allah dost rakhta, like the one who becomes friend of Lord. So if he, the one who is facing some problems, just because God is just checking his, or it's just a test from God. And Anita ji also sent a message. Yes, Gareeb da Muh, Guru ki Golak. Bilkul ji, thank you very much for your contributions. Hanji, KK, I'm not able to see the name actually. It's KK is coming, so you are unmuted. So would you like to add something, ji?
Yes, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. KK and Kamo here. The message that I'm getting is that in the eyes of the Lord, to be blessed with His grace, it's not a person's wealth or physical state or societal status that is important. What is important is the feelings, the connection to the divine with love and surrender, contentment, and a person devoid of vices like greed or attachment. So it's out of the ignorance that society treats the poor by their physical or social status and not the status of the inner being. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਆਪਣੀ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਹੀ ਨਵਾਜਦਾ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਆਪਾ ਗਵਾ ਕੇ ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਅਤੇ ਨਿਮਰਤਾ ਨਾਲ ਪ੍ਰਭੂ ਦੀ ਸ਼ਰਨ ਚ ਆ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨੇ. This is the message I'm getting.
Very beautifully, very beautiful. Few words, few lines you said, and it was really beautiful. So really thankful to you for sharing this beautiful line with us, Kamalji. Thank you. Hanji, any other Sangat member who wants to add or share something?
Yeah, Masaji, I think I'd like to add a few more, one more point. If you look at Bhagat Puran Singh's life, how Bhagat Puran Singh from life, how he was inspired by his mother, who taught him some stories, how to help the poor people. Although he was although he himself came from a very poor family, and he helped the poor, and how he then converted to become a Sikh, and how he became adopted Guru Ramdas Ji's life, and how he himself came up and he is now worshipped just like Guru Ramdas Ji. How poor he was, how difficult background he came from, and how he was such an obedient person, listened to his grandmother, sold Kunglia, and then he came out, got married to Bibi Paniji, everything fell in place. Why? Because he was humility, his hard work, he never bothered about anything except for he worked for the people. And again, there's a talk in a Guru Maharaj Bani which I can't really remember. He said, "Puj करावे." जे अपन किसी पूजा कराओगे फिर अपनी पूजा होगी ना. I don't know if you can remember that word, exact words, Masaji. That I don't know.
नीचे उच करे मेरा गोविंद. Is it?
No.
पूजा करावे. Not
Puj करावे.
Puj करावे. Not remember exactly, but if I'll get it, I'll get back to you.
Yeah, it's something that if you तुसी पूजा पहलो करो फिर तो तेरी पूजा होएगी और बाद पूज करावे. You know, I mean, it's very beautiful the way it is put in Gurbani. I came across that. Even if you look at the stories about Guru Ramdas ji, Bhagat Puran Singh ji, how किन्नी सेवा करके फिर वहाँ आपा संगत ना दी सेवा कर रहे हैं ना दी नो किन्ना ऐसे पूज रहे हैं अपन Bhagat Puran Singh. At the moment, many people look at him as a divine soul, and he was a divine soul. He gave life to so many people. He gave hope to so many people, and built an ashram. And today, my money is just flowing. You know, he said that Guru Ramdas ji, किन्ना ने लंगर शक्या Guru Ramdas ji जिन्होंने कुछ नहीं से उन्होंने सब कुछ मिल गया. And हो दे रहे आपने ना आप दाते बन गए ना. So similarity. I see lot of similarity in our Bhagat Puran Singh's life.
Nice example.
Basically, it's humility, as I said earlier. Humility. Okay, Niwaaj ji ka halsa.
Thank you very much, Charan Singh ji, adding this point as well. Yes, Bhagat Puran Singh ji did fantastic job, and still the society is still helping the poor ones and needy ones, the one who are handicapped. So they are still running up in Gurdwara. So thank you very much for giving that glimpse of Bhagat Puran Singh ji. And yes, Gurnoor Kaur ji wrote another message in the chat. Yes, so we should not lose our hope. Just trust on Lord. He'll always help us. He may make us a king, and never lose your hope on the Lord. So thank you very much for your contribution, Gurnoor Kaur ji. Yes, any other Sangat member? Okay, so request you all, please you all unmute yourself so that we all can say Gur Fateh in Sangati Roop all together. So you all may unmute yourself. Thank you very much once again for your precious time. Let's all say Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Thank you, Master Ji.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Master Ji.
Thank you very much.